Hi everyone, Elle here from Elle Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a quick run through of this new minimalist bullet journal work planner that I've made. This is something completely new for me. I think I tried bullet journaling one time in 2018 and just thought I'm not capable of this. And so that's when I went back to strings and rings. But anyways, we are back here now, and I'll share briefly my journey of getting back to bullet journaling. So a few months ago, I actually set up a half-letter disc-bound system for work, and I loved it. The only issue is that I had to print every month. And I have to print for my personal planner and I have to print for my A5 planner too. So it was just a lot of printing. And I thought, you know what would be better is just using a bound book. And so I actually took my Hobonichi cousin that I was using as a journal and I started using that for work. And I loved it because it was portable and easy to, just write in, and it doesn't have to be, tidy or anything like that. I really, really loved it. The only issue is that I really didn't like how the months were in the front of the planner, and then it was the weeks, and then it was the day. I kind of like it all to be in 1 month, if that makes sense. So I started looking around at other planners, and I found this super cool digital planner that basically combined the Hobonichi Weeks weekly layout and the Hobonichi Cousin weekly layout. And I loved that idea, just having, a rundown of, events where you can just spotlight them and have that as an overview. But then you also have your timed vertical weekly where you can block out chunks of time for work and projects and appointments. The only problem with that is I'm really terrible at digital planning too. So, so I basically just got on YouTube and I just started YouTubing videos of work planners, bullet journal work planners, just anything, so I could kind of get some ideas. And I will say there are so many incredible planners out there. Your Bujo setups, OMG, but I'm just not capable of doing that, and I need just something super quick for work. So I grabbed a notebook online, picked up a ruler and my pen, and just said, we're just going to draw lines and see what happens. So this is what's happened. To start, this is a Dingbats notebook. I like this company because they are very aware of their impact on the environment. So their paper is made from recycled paper. This covers vegan leather, and they are credited through Rainforest Alliance. And this is their wildlife series, so 2% of the profits from this collection is actually going to fund wildlife conservation efforts in England and Wales. So that's pretty cool. The paper in this notebook is 100 GSM, so very thick, very durable, and it does not bleed. However, I have only used a gel pen, the Zebra Sarasa Dry, on it, so of course that's not really going to seep through. And then I just have a Tombow highlighter that I've been using. The only complaint I have about the paper is that it's yellow. I'm not a huge fan of the kind of like yellow cream paper, but again, this is just for experimenting, so it's not a big deal. On the front, it's really funny. I have sticky notes with my dot counts and just notes of how to build my monthly layout, my project planning layout, my weeklies, and then my dailies. So let's just get straight to the week or month and days, all of it. So basically this is my monthly setup. So I used it all through October, and so now we're in a new month of November. So I basically literally just drew lines to make boxes for the month, and then down here I just put a space for events. So if this is any specific training, in-person work days, deadlines, things like that. Over here I have a project planning and task kind of action list section. So here I have the names of the projects and the initials of my project manager or project teammates, so I know who to go to ask questions. And then these are all the tasks that I need to do for each project for this month. So I really like having these together so I can see my month, I can see deadlines, and I can see actions. So I really love that. And then we go into the week. So this is where I have used that idea of combining the Hobonichi weeks and cousin weekly together. So I only do Monday through Friday because I don't work on Saturday and Sunday, and I don't really need that in my work planner. I've just written the month and the week up here, and then just anything that I need to spotlight for the week goes here. So if it's an in-person day, if I have training, if there's a project deadline, if there's an important meeting, that goes here. Everything else, along with those, also go here. And this is where I actually block out the time, either the meeting's going to take, the training, or any specific task that I need to schedule in and make time for that week gets blocked out in this timed vertical weekly. And I love this A5 size because I have so much room and I can literally skip lines in between the half hours. So I can visually see how much time it's going to take without having to like write on like one tiny little line for the hour in some of the bound books. So I really like that I can make this my own. And then we go into the day. So I'll just show you a blank day. And this is literally how I set up my day. I draw 3 lines. I draw a line at the top, a line down the middle to separate a timed schedule on the left and tasks on the right. And then down here I just use as notes. And I actually don't write out all the days for the week at once when I'm setting up the week. Because it allows me some flexibility if I have to write a lot of notes for a meeting or training or anything. I can just carry on to the next page, and then, you know, if I have to use the next page after that, that's fine too, because then I can just start my day on the following page. So I love how much flexibility this gives me, and I'm not constrained to use just one page for the day, and I don't have to put all my notes at the back, you know, if I run over that day. So I'm really, really loving this system, and it's really not that hard to set up, especially now that I have all of my measurements on sticky notes at the front. I just pull off a sticky note if I'm doing my weekly, you know, and just kind of go from there. But yeah, I'm really loving this, and everything's together. So, you know, my month of October is all together, my month of November will all be together, and then, you know, month of December, on and on and on. I would say it's like 90% perfect. There's still one way that I would like to try, and you have to promise not to laugh. Dutch doors! So while watching all those YouTube videos, I saw some planners doing a Dutch door system, and I freaking loved it. And I just think it's so fun. And it's great because you have your week at the top, so you have all of your important events that you need to highlight here. I've got a running to-do list here, running events list here, and then I have my days where I can still have a timed daily to block out that time and then space for notes. My only concern is that this isn't enough space for my notes, but I feel like I can kind of bump these boxes up and out a little bit, and maybe that will just give me some more room. Does this look really silly or is this functional? I'm really excited to try this. I think next week I will actually try this type of setup. The only problem is that it is a bit more labor intensive because you have to cut the pages down, which isn't as easy as it looks, but I think this is on the right track for what I am looking for. But I think if I do a whole year of that, like, how silly will my book look? There will be like a blank space in the center. But anyways, it's my Bujo. I do what I want. So anyways, what do you guys think? If you are in the same position as me and you are looking for something super minimalist that you can do without any fuss or stickers or washi tape or anything like that, no pressure, you know, it's just a really functional notebook, then hopefully this was helpful for you, and you can always ask me questions about it in the comments below. I will link the digital planner I was talking about earlier. I will link this Dingbats notebook. If you want, I can link the pen and highlighter too, although I'm not really fussed. Just grab whatever is accessible. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this super quick video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Goodbye.